guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I got a new shipment of makeup in from Ulta and my BoxyCharm came for this month. If you don't know what BoxyCharm is, it's basically a makeup subscription where you get a bunch of full-sized makeup for only $25, I think it's about. And it's great. I love it so much. And then I also got 3 things from Ulta, which is super exciting. I have tried the Ipsy subscription, which I think that's around $10 a month. And that one's more like tester items or trial items, so they're not full-size products. And it's very good for the price range of $10 a month. You get like 5 trial things, I think it is. And that was really fun. I love doing that. And then I moved to the Allure box subscription, which I think that one's more like $15. I'm not sure. I'm just guesstimating over here. But I think that one's more like $15, and that one again is more tester trial sized items with a few full-size products, which is really great. I liked Allure better than Ipsy, but then again, it's a little more expensive. But then I just recently, probably like about 4 months ago, started getting BoxyCharms, which I think is more around $25 a month, which is kind of expensive, but as much as I love makeup and play with makeup and try out new makeup, I think it's just worth the money for me. Everything pays for itself basically by the time you get the products out, and these are all full-sized items. Like, it's fun. You don't know what you're getting every month. You kind of put in your preferences of things you do like to use and stuff like that, which is nice. So we are gonna unbox that together. I did peek when I got it because I was so excited, but I did not use anything in the box, and I did not use my items I got from Ulta. So let me just show you what I got in my box this month. So here, this is what the box looks like. And if I open it up, it usually has a card inside to tell you like what the products are and how much they are worth. So let's look at that first. And this is what the BoxyCharm card looks like. And then when you open it up, it has like some discount codes in here. And on the back, there's like a 55% off misguided thing. So it's cool. You get some coupons in it. But then it tells you up top, this part is like what the products are. Like a quick description of them and how much they're worth. So that's kind of nice to know. So the first thing I got was the Benefit Cosmetics, the Professional Face Primer. So let me give you a quick description on it. So it says it quickly minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines for smoother than smooth skin. Apply the silky lightweight balm alone under or over makeup. The translucent formula contains a vitamin E derivative known to protect skin from free radicals. And this retails for $32. So then again, that already paid for my box with just one item there. I got the ELEMIS Superfood Chia Calm Hydration Juice, and they say that this is loaded with vitamin-packed superfoods and 75% organic aloe. This gel moisturizer delivers instant cooling hydration, helping to smooth dehydrated or sensitive skin. The vegan-friendly formula moisturizes and improves the look of skin texture for a more even, calm, and balanced-looking complexion. So I am so excited to use this. And it says it's cooling, and even the glass feels cold. Like, I'm so excited. So we're going to be using all this stuff in the video today. The next thing I got was Hank & Henry Midori Beauty Sponge Bundle. And these beauty sponges are specifically designed to be versatile all-over sponges for liquid and cream application. They can be used wet for a sheer application or dry for fuller coverage. And these beauty sponges are $20. Right now I currently use the Morphe sponge. Oh, and the ELEMIS Hydrator, that retails for $48. So then next I got the Lavish 5-piece Neon Eye Brush collection. And it's a must-have all-in-one cruelty-free makeup brush collection that includes essential eye brushes you will need to achieve an everyday or more dramatic look. And these retail for $29.99. I didn't get an eyeshadow palette in this box, which the last couple I have. So I just pulled out, and I know you guys saw this palette in my last video where I did the blue eye look. I used the blue shimmer shade from here. But I got this palette, the Hello Charmer BoxyCharm palette, in my last BoxyCharm. And I have yet to use any shades but the blue one, so I'm just going to try that out for you guys on camera today, just so I can use those eyeshadow brushes. And then lastly, I got the original makeup eraser in the Sunset one, and this is the #1 sustainable makeup remover in the world. They erase all makeup with just water, erases waterproof mascara, eyeliner, foundation, and more, made with premium patented polyester featuring millions of hair-like fibers that work as a suction for dirt, makeup, and oil. And this retails for $22. But I'm gonna try this, and I will let you guys know in my next video how I liked it, but we'll see what happens with this. It looks really cool. I'll show it to you guys on camera real quick. But yeah, it looks like this. It's just a sponge. This is like the Sunset one, so it's super fun colored. I'm gonna go ahead and use all those products, and then I'll show you my Ulta ones as they come up in my routine. And yeah, let's just jump into it. Okay, so my hair is pulled back. So I'm just gonna dive in with this ELEMIS Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice, and it's their Super Hydration Gel. I am so excited. I think honestly this is what I'm most excited for. I don't know how much to use, so I'm just gonna squirt it. Oh, that was a lot. Okay, that was a lot of. Oh my gosh, it's so cooling. Okay. Oh, it smells like yummy aloe. Oh, I love this. I'm really gonna love this. I have the driest skin, guys, so some products I use in my makeup routines are mainly for dry skin users. A lot of the products I use are if you have oily skin, you'll be fine too, but I use a lot of primers usually because my skin is so dry. So I'm a big fan of this. I'll let you know if it breaks me out or anything, but let's pray to God that it does not break me out. Okay, so next I am going to use my own Maybelline Master Prime Primer Base. It's the Hydrate and Smooth one. And I'm just going to use this because I want kind of more of an all-over primer today. And the POREfessional by Benefit is more like a primer I would just use in trouble spots where I have larger pores. Okay, so that primer is in place. Now let's try out the POREfessional primer, the smoothing face primer to minimize the look of pores by Benefit. I'm just gonna start with a little bit. I just put a little bit on my finger just because I don't want to go overboard, but I'm just gonna put this in the areas where I seem to have a little bit of larger pores. Oh, it feels really nice. I don't feel any pilling or anything like that. It's really laying nice into my pores. I really like that. I feel like I could see a difference already with looking in my mirror. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Again, I feel like I say this in every video. I have been doing my eyebrows differently than usual. Again, I'm changing it up. My eyebrow hairs have really grown out since I can't go get them done. I've been using the Benefit Brow in the shade 3. This is their cream gel brow color with brush. So it's more like a pomade texture, but it's not very creamy. It's very dry, which I do like because sometimes pomades can be a little intense and hard to use because you can go really heavy and really intense really fast. And I'm just gonna dip in and fill in my brows, and I'll be right back when I'm done with that. All right, so my eyebrows are filled in, but they do look a little messy, so I'm just gonna carve them out with some concealer. And I'm just gonna use my usual Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light 20B, but I ran out of it, so this is something that I picked up at Ulta. Alrighty, so my eyebrows are looking pretty good now that I've carved them out. I'm going to move on, and I am going to be doing my makeup differently today. I'm going to be using a modified method of the Scott Barnes method of putting on makeup. Scott Barnes, if you don't know who he is J.Lo's makeup artist among many others. He is a celebrity makeup artist, and he is my favorite makeup artist. He is amazing. I cannot say enough good things about Scott Barnes. He is just an inspiration to me. I just really love how he really enhances people's beauty in their faces instead of covering things up. Scott Barnes applies his concealer and his contour before foundation. So that is what I'm gonna do today, although I am so excited to use these makeup sponges, so I'm gonna go wet them and then I will be right back. I wetted my beauty sponge, and I can already tell I'm going to love this sponge. Look how gigantic it got. Are you kidding me? Let's apply our concealer. I'm gonna put it right underneath my eyes. I love this sponge. This sponge is my new favorite sponge. It just blended like a dream. It feels so nice on your skin too. So now I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution. This is their Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F13. And so this is what I'm gonna use to bronze up my face. And I'm just gonna use a Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush brush, and this is number 56. So I'm just gonna use this and dab the top of my brush into the cream contour, and then I'm just going to stamp it onto my face. I'm gonna try to not take the product below my cheekbone. I'm just gonna apply it above the cheekbone and directly in it to apply a little contouring. But I'm just gonna stamp this on pretty heavily because remember, you are putting foundation on top of it. So now that I look orange, I am gonna go in with my foundation. And of course, I'm gonna use my favorite, the BareMinerals BarePro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation in the shade Sateen 05. And I'm just gonna put this on the back of my hand because it's quicker than using a plate. I'm just gonna apply 2 pumps. And then I'm gonna use my fabulous new sponge. And I think, no, I'm still gonna go in with the side because the bottom is so big, I don't need to cover that much at once. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start patting this foundation in, and I'm going to avoid the contour spots at first because I find that works best for me. Make sure you take it down your neck like always. I'm trying to avoid my earring, but that's not going very well. So I'm just going to try and avoid the bronze parts first, and then once I am done covering that area of my skin that doesn't have the bronzer on it, I will then take the foundation over it. One thing I am noticing, which is a little sad because I do love this sponge so much, but it is soaking up a lot more product than my Morphe sponge, so that's something to be aware of. It is soaking up a lot that I put on my face. Usually 2 pumps is enough for my entire face, but it was not enough to cover even 2/3 of my face, so just to keep in mind. Alright, so now I'm done with that. I am going to add a little bit more concealer because that was very sheer coverage with the sponge. So I'm going to just apply a little bit more concealer under my eyes, and then we will move on. I'm going to just use the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm going to add a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, and I believe this is their Cool Pink Corrector. And I'm just going to add a little bit right in the center. Okay, so now that my concealer is pretty well blended out, I'm going to go in with a cream blush stick, and this is the NATURALE Cream Multistick in the shade Grapefruit. I'm going to take my same Sephora 56 brush and dab onto the top, just like I did with the concealer, and just apply myself some blush. Okay, so now that I got basically all my creams down, I'm going to set my face a little bit. I'm just going to go in with my RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, and I'm going to use my finger to kind of pounce out some of the creases right underneath my eyes. And I'm going to use my big sponge and dip in and just place the powder right underneath my eye. Yep, I love this sponge. I'm just going to use this sponge to push the powder into my skin rather than flicking it away. And take a little extra right on my cheeks. I do really like that POREfessional primer. I feel like it did fill in my pores a little more than usual. I'm going to use this tapered Alamar brush, and I'm going to, again, use my finger to pounce out the creases on my eyelid, and then I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder to my eyelids just to set them in place. I'm going to take a little bit more powder and just apply it over where my contour and my blush is so that when I apply my cream bronzer and blush, it doesn't go on choppy. So now I'm going to go in with bronzer, which is an Ulta find. You can get it at any drugstore though, I'm pretty sure. Like Target, I know you can get it at. I used to use this bronzer pretty much nonstop. This is my first bronzer I ever used, and I was obsessed with it. It smells like heaven. I don't think it needs much introduction because I have told everyone about this bronzer. It smells like a tropical paradise, but it is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I love this bronzer. It smells so good. So this is what it looks like. This is the component, and yeah, I got bronzer, which is, it looks like it has a number, 6676. They have a whole butter line now, but it looks like this. It's kind of got like a texturing in it, and then there's a second layer, which in here it has a little sponge and a mirror. I love the mirror. The sponge I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm gonna take this huge brush actually. I haven't used this in a long time, but this is an e.l.f. brush, but the name is rubbed off, so I don't know what it is, but it's a huge fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna dip into this, and I'm just gonna start over here and just bronze up the face. That is stunning. I am obsessed. I will be using this bronzer for a very long time. I am back on the Physicians Formula train. It looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is the perfect shade for me too. I'm gonna take a little bit of it on a smaller brush. This is an old Kat Von D brush, and I'm just gonna use this on my nose just to bronze up the nose. I'm gonna use my sponge and just kind of pounce over what we just laid down. I'm just gonna take this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe brush. This is a Jage 30 brush. And I am just going to warm up my crease with this color. I'm going to take it on a smaller brush. I don't know where this brush is from. The name has rubbed off. But I'm going to use this and just kind of line my lower lash line with it. Just smudge it under there. I feel like doing this makes my eyes look bigger. Everything I've used so far has been wonderful. Unless something breaks me out, which I won't know for a little bit, but everything has been really great so far. I am gonna go in with some blush real quick. I think I'm going to use, I'm debating between the KYLIE Pink Power Blush Powder or the Marbled Light Halo by Cica. I think KYLIE. So I'm gonna take my LMR brush, and this is the complexion brush. Oh, this one does have a name. This tapered brush is their brightening brush, sorry. But now I'm gonna take the complexion brush, and I'm just gonna dip into this blush and just run it on my cheeks. Beautiful, I'm gonna pounce over it with my sponge, and then I am going to bake underneath my bronzer and my blush just to kind of clean it up under here. So I'm gonna go back into that RCMA translucent powder. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. And I'm gonna take a really fluffy, not very dense brush, and I'm just gonna dip in and kind of hit the back of my cheeks with it. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Jaclyn Hill Loose Highlighter in the shade Bomb. And I am going to take a more tapered brush. This is by Luxie. This is their 522 tapered highlight brush. I'm gonna dip in very lightly and tap it off, and then just hit the outside of my face. Can you see how pretty this is? We had a whole moment in my last video. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and take a look at it. But I had a whole moment where I literally turned myself into a disco ball on accident because I just kept putting this highlight on, which is probably what I'm doing right now, but I think it looks really nice. All right, let's dust off this powder underneath my cheeks. You see that line? That looks so much better than before when we did not bake, where it was a little bit more muddy. So now that my base is all done, I'm gonna go on to eyeshadow. I'm gonna go into this BoxyCharm palette that you guys have seen before, like in my last video. And this is what it looks like. This is the Hello Charmer palette. And it is so pretty. I don't know if you could see, like, the shadows in there are so foiled and the mattes look delicious. I'm so excited to use this. And I'm gonna go in with my new Lavish brushes that I just got in my box this month. And I got 5 brushes and they're all different colors, which is so cute. First, I'm gonna use one of my own brushes though, because I don't really have a bigger brush. I'm gonna go in again with that Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush. And I think I'm going to dip into Premium first, which is this really nice brown shade, but it looks like it has really pretty yellow tone to it. Oh my heck. Okay, there's a lot of kick up. I don't know if you could see that, but there is a bunch of kick up in the pan, which is crazy. That was a lot, and I didn't feel like I got a lot on my brush. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of kick up, but we're gonna try and overlook that, because if the shadow performs well, I mean, it's just gonna go through the product a little faster, but guys, can you see that? Look at all that powder. That's making me sad. I don't know if it's coming up as pigmented on camera, but it is a really nice shade that you can definitely build up to as bright as you want. Next, I'm gonna use another one of my brushes. I'm going to use this one. This is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush, and I'm gonna dip into Spoiler, which is right here. It's just a little deeper. The mirror in this palette, by the way, is very nice. The shadows perform wonderfully. And now I'm gonna go in with their brush, the pink one, which was the tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna dip into Cup of Joe, which is over here. This is a really stunning shade. And I'm gonna focus this one more directly in my crease. I'm gonna take that JH32 brush again, and I'm gonna dip into Premium and just kind of use this to buff out the edges of that Cup of Joe shade we just used. I'm gonna go in with the shade Boxy, which is a nice white shade, and I'm gonna take this on another e.l.f. brush, which I don't know the name of, but I'm just gonna dip into that. I'm just using that to kind of highlight my brow bone. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a little bit of Sneak Peek, and then I will dip into Pop Up. I'm gonna go in with my finger because this shade is very foiled, this Sneak Peek, and I think it'll look really nice. I'm rubbing my finger in it. Oh, it's so pretty. Do you see that? I am definitely a fan of that shade. I'm gonna take this shadow brush, and I'm gonna dip into Sneak Peek, and I'm gonna spritz it with some setting spray. And this is a setting spray that I just got from Ulta, the Morphe Luminous setting spray, which I'm so excited to try out. But I'm just gonna spritz this. Oh, I love the mist on this. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go in and just apply it a little bit heavier with my brush. And what spraying it does is it intensifies the shade a little bit more. That looks so beautiful. I'm gonna try a little bit of pop-up though. I'm gonna go in with this champagne shade on a different finger because I don't wanna mix them. And I'm gonna take this closer to my inner corner. I'm gonna use the pencil brush for my new brushes, and I'm just gonna dip right into Cup of Joe. And I'm gonna put this underneath my eye. I'm gonna take my JH39 brush. This is more of like a fluffier pencil brush, and I'm gonna dip into a little bit of Spoiler and Premium, both those more yellow tone shades that we used before. And I am just going to run them underneath that brown color we just used. I am gonna go in with my Anastasia Soft Glam palette though, because I'm gonna use the shade Cypress Umber, which is this really dark brown shade, and I'm just gonna use that to line my eyelashes. And I'm gonna go in with their brow groomer brush, and I'm gonna use the angled side, and I'm just gonna dip into Cypress Umber, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of Rustic from this palette just on the outer corner of my eye, just to smoke it up a little bit more. This Rustic's right here. It's just a little lighter of a brown. All right, guys. Well, I think that looks beautiful, and I think that is enough for eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm gonna use my favorite, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, Voluminous Lash Paradise in the shade The Blackest Black. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I'll use the spoolie on this one to just kind of brush up my lashes. And then we will apply some mascara, and I will be right back. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Kat Von D Cake Pencil in the shade Trooper Black, and I'm just gonna line my upper waterline with this. I'm actually gonna take this on my waterline as well. Okay, last but not least, before lipstick, I'm going to try out, and this is new to me. I think it's kind of new to the beauty community as well. I don't think it's been out for very long, but this is Morphe's Luminous Setting Spray. So you know, the holy grail is the Morphe Set and Prep, and that is in the black container. It's the aerosol spray. It is the best spray of all time, in my opinion. But I'm gonna try the luminous one. I love to look glowy. I love to look like I have just naturally fresh skin. It smells like a dream. With my butter bronzer today and this, I'm gonna smell like I am on vacation. It smells amazing. So I'm gonna spray this all over my face, and I'm gonna hold it kind of far. Oh, the spray is beautiful. Okay. Okay, I like that. That looks really good. I don't know if it's more, I think it is more luminous than the other one. I could see my face kind of having a nice sheen to it, and I think that's really pretty. I love that. Oh, I forgot to do inner corner highlights, so I'm gonna use the last brush that I haven't used yet, and this is the Lavish Shader brush, and I am just gonna dip in the Ofra X Nikki Tutorials Highlighter Everglow Trio Highlighter, and I'm gonna go into this really light white shade with the shader brush, and I'm just gonna apply this right to my inner corner. I'm gonna go in with some lipstick. I'm going to use, this is one of my favorite lipsticks. Bite Beauty makes wonderful lip liners, lipsticks, everything in between as well. And so this is the Bite Beauty Matte Creme Lip Crayon in Amaretto. And it's a really nice like nude, but it has a really good orange undertone to it. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Jaclyn Hill lipstick in the shade Amazeballs, and I'm just gonna put this right in the center of my lips. Rub that together, it looks beautiful. And then I think I'm just gonna top it off with some gloss. I'm just gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna put it in the center and on the top of my lip, kind of by my Cupid's bow. All right, guys, so that is the look. I think that this came out beautiful for trying out new products. I hope you guys enjoyed exploring these new products with me. I'm gonna give you an overview of what I liked and what I didn't like, but I think I liked most of it. So yeah, I think we started off with ELEMIS Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice. Absolutely love this. My skin is so hydrated. It looks beautiful. I've been having a lot of problems with my nose peeling after I put my makeup on and then having to redo it. So this, just my nose looks wonderful. My whole face looks super hydrated and plump, and I love that. Then next we use the POREfessional primer by Benefit. Love this. My pores look noticeably smaller. No complaints about this. I will use this in it'll be a new staple in my makeup routine. So I love that. Oh, next was the beauty sponges. Now that it's really dirty, but I have this one and then the little ones in here. I love it. It is my new favorite makeup sponge, I think. Don't quote me because I love my Morphe one. My Morphe one is just a little more dense, which makes it doesn't soak up as much product, which is nice. But I love the way this felt on my skin, and it just applied my makeup beautifully. My makeup looks seamless on my face, and I will definitely be using this again over and over. If not for creams, but for powders, definitely. I love this. Oh, next was for my Ulta haul, which I got some more concealer, which of course I love my concealer. Oh, and I did say I was going to update you guys on using the LA Pro concealer. I love that as well. So both these concealers are very nice. They pair really nice together, and I would highly recommend it. I don't know if I mentioned why I use this, but I used this because I felt like I wasn't getting enough coverage for the blue and purple spots under my eye. So I used this just in those spots for some extra color correcting, and this pair is wonderful. My under eyes look great. And then next I used the eyeshadow brushes. So I used all the brushes but this one. I loved the brushes. They were really nice, and they're really cute too. So they will be staying in my stash, and I will be using them more from now on. Oh, and then before that I used the butter bronzer, which is now my new staple favorite again. I am so glad I came back to this. I love it. I love the smell. I love the color. I love everything about it. So I definitely recommend it to everyone. I did use the Hello Charmer palette, even though I didn't get that in my BoxyCharm this month. I love it. The Kick Up, I did struggle with it while I was using it. I just didn't expect it, I guess. But I love it. The shadows are so beautiful. I'll do a close-up. I don't know if the light's distorting it or not, but I think that it is a stunning palette. The shadows performed wonderfully. I got the most beautiful eye look out of it, and I'm super happy. I will definitely be using this, and this is a new staple eye look in my routine, 100% for sure. Then lastly, I think I used the Luminous Setting Spray. I love this. This looks really nice. I don't know if I like it better than the other one. It's just kind of different. I feel like I get drenched. Like I can spray my face until my face is soaking wet with the continuous setting spray. This, I didn't get that like cooling wet sensation from it, but I definitely think it left the glow on my skin very nicely. I mean, you can see it. It's beautiful. So I will definitely be using that every day. I'm gonna use these products every day, I think. I love them. It was a home run video. I didn't find anything I didn't like. I will update you guys in my next video on how I like the makeup eraser. But yeah, and if you guys want to see a video of like my morning routine or my night routine for my skincare, let me know. I can definitely do that, and I can incorporate the makeup eraser into that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and sitting down with me. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and keeping busy in quarantine right now. If you have any video suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below, and I will respond or like your comment and definitely take that into consideration for my next videos. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!